Let's go back to the beginning.
Oh, he hit him with the check right hook. Steps in, he follows him.
Good 12th round, Tim Bradley.
Yep, there's that straight right hand I've been talking about. Magdaleno walking right into it, stepping back right into it.
Here is okay, anything below that's low. Right here is okay, anything below that's low. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times, above all, protect yourselves at all times. Let's go.
This could be fast and furious. Nonito Donaire, former fighter of the year, and again a top pound-for-pound fighter as well, with tremendous power against the young lion right there, Jessie Magdaleno, 24 years old. Extensive amateur career. He's got the hair, he's got it going on.
He got it going on. And he has punching power as well himself.
Tim Bradley, what do you look for early here?
Fill out round. Early rounds, both guys got firepower. They're gonna fill each other out. See what one another is trying to do in there. See what the game plan is.
Brian Kenny, Tim Bradley, and Stephen A. Smith here ringside. This is the fight that we expected to be the fight of the night. Evenly matched, guy on the way up and a guy trying to get back toward the top. Donaire has a belt right now, but he has been knocked out. He was dropped, derailed in his championship run by Guillermo Rigondeaux, which is no disgrace, by the way. Rigondeaux is a master boxer.
Yes, he is.
And that was a masterpiece, although some thought he stunk it out. You could go either way on that.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of excuses after the fight. His shoulder, he said he had a shoulder injury during the course of the fight. So.
Yeah, but he owned up to that when we spoke to him, and he said, look, he goes, I had to come to grips with, I would have lost to him even if I didn't hurt my shoulder, which is true. Again, Rigondeaux is kind of like what we saw with Shimming or Vasil Lomachenko. An incredible amateur pedigree, right? One of the greatest amateurs in the history of the sport.
Well, I'm more interested in the fact that when he got knocked out by the Axeman, he said, thank the good Lord, it's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see how that is.
You know, that reminded me of Stephen A. George Foreman, who even when Ali passed, and everyone said, well, you had to feel just terrible when you lost your title to Ali in the Thriller in Manila. He said, no, that changed my life. That saved my life. It is a feeling out process here. Little jab from Magdaleno. And Donaire tries with the right hand.
He's trying to find a home for that right hand.
Magdaleno is physical, isn't he, Tim?
He's very physical, but right now he's getting a little bit ahead of himself. He has to stay composed right now. It's too early to get in there.
That's what I was going to ask you, Tim. I don't think he needs to wait because Donaire, to me, you want to attack him early. If you can.
You gotta be cautious, especially in open. You don't want to get caught cold. Donaire has firepower, so you want to warm up to it. That's what he's doing right now. He's filling them out right now. It'll get busy. You'll see. He'll start getting busy.
I just think Magdaleno is an aggressive individual. Why veer away from that?
I'm kind of with you with that. Now the champ looks, I don't know, he doesn't look cold, but it looks slightly flat. Press the issue. I'm with you on that. Donaire, of course, has one of the best left hooks in the sport.
He don't want to get hit with that check hook coming in, I can tell you that much. So he better be composed.
Very rough stuff on the inside as they clash.
But legal.
Yep. Nobody's trying to get dirty.
Right.
They're just getting on top of each other. Yeah, this was a cautious round.
Yeah.
But with a lot of latent firepower. There's a lot of intensity.
Did you see Magdaleno right there? He lunged in with a right hand.
Magdaleno was ultra specific with what he wanted to do, and that's double up on that jab.
Yes, he has a strong corner. And that's why I feel that he has a good chance of winning this fight as well. He had a good preparation for this fight. He said it was the best training camp ever.
I'm not going to feel that way until I see how he takes getting hit.
You know, he had trouble making weight in his last bunch of fights. People who were ringside, I remember talking to Dan Rayfield of ESPN.com, said, well, we'll see how this goes, because he's at all these things, and he's seen Magdaleno not make weight. But with Manny Robles, they said no issues, no problems, nutrition, training, everything proper, and he came in and made weight easy. So when a guy says he's a new man, I'm willing to believe it. Donaire says he is psychologically a new man.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that yet.
I don't believe that.
Magdaleno, busy so far, tries with shot to the body.
Nice right hand by Donaire. Right down the middle. There we go.
Ooh. Crisp right hooks from Magdaleno.
Nice right hook.
Nice overhand left of Magdaleno.
He's skilled and he's fast.
See, now he's picking his spots when he wants to attack and when he wants to get out and box. That's what he's going to need to do in this fight, right? For right now. You know, this is a 12-round fight. You don't want to rush it, but you also don't want to wait too long.
Donaire almost unleashed the hook, and Magdaleno nodded in response. Said, yeah, there it is. Well, Magdaleno, very experienced kid. Again, he's 24 years old, but he's one of 6 kids. His brother, again, Diego Magdaleno, terrific fighter. 120 amateur wins, won a national championship in 2009, beat Rasheed Warren,
nice,
which is a real win.
Oh, yeah.
Magdaleno's following his instructions from Manny to the T. He said, you first, you first. Get in, get out, but you first. He's doing it thus far.
I had an opportunity to spar Magdaleno for it was the Pacquiao 2 fight. And let me tell you, I ain't never been hit by a small guy the way you hit me to the body. He actually bruised my ribs for about 2 weeks leading into the fight.
Really? And he's giving up 20 pounds,
and
right?
he's giving up 20 pounds. Absolutely.
Yeah, he has a serious demeanor about him, right? Good fighting spirit.
Yes.
You can see it in him.
Yes.
Oh, good. Crisp left hand. Yeah. And then to the body. Tony Weeks asked him to get that up. Right at the belt.
Oh, it's starting to heat up now.
Starting to heat up.
Donaire moves in, but good work in that final minute. Jessie Magdaleno. Again, we expect this to heat up. Very slow round 1. Round 2 got a little more serious. And here we are in round number 3 for a WBO belt. Nonito Donaire at 122 pounds, seen universally as being in the top 3.
Donaire's getting a little bit more aggressive. He's trying to inch closer to Magdaleno right now.
I mean, so far, Tim, he hasn't done much, right? I mean, just we haven't seen the arsenal.
Not yet.
So far, it's Magdaleno pressing the action, although Donaire moves in now. Just as I say it, tries to get close.
Stop.
You know, it's funny because Magdaleno doesn't look physically big when he's walking around. You know, the sweatshirt with the hat and everything else. And then in the ring, you see when they meet, he's a strong guy.
He's strong.
Smaller but strong.
Good body shot from Magdaleno. And then up to the head. Now, there's a good game plan at work here with Magdaleno, isn't it?
Yeah, Magdaleno right now looks like he's trying to set back and counterpunch because Donaire is coming forward, leaving himself exposed. He's taking chances at times, and Magdaleno's sitting back waiting on him to be able to counterpunch.
To me, thus far, Magdaleno is clearly fast.
Yeah, more hair trigger.
Yes.
Yep.
Interesting that you bring up the hair. The hair could be a distraction.
maybe that's what I was thinking. There's a little macho time going on in there, isn't there? Macho time.
You know? You trying to punch the guy and see something blonde waving in your direction.
Wow, the blinder. Could be right. Donaire now moves in. Magdaleno with a shot to the body.
Donaire's pressing on that gas pedal right now. Not really hitting him flush right now.
Donaire lands a hook to the body as Magdaleno went by him. And then a right hand.
Magdaleno needs to move more and stay out of those corners.
Donaire wants to prove something, too, that he's got power in both hands. And that was a right hand that hit Magdaleno. Didn't rock him. He knows everyone is aware of his power hook.
Donaire's trying to press on the gas a little bit. He's trying to see exactly what Magdaleno is made of right now. He's stalking him right now. He's trying to let Magdaleno know that, hey, I'm the big dog out here. I'm the champion.
Good point. Yeah, you can score this fight as well.
I got a 2-1 Magdaleno.
Round 4 as Donaire moves forward. We are calculating for you right now, and we will show it to you as soon as it comes out, what the crowd is saying. All 3 Donaire. Huh. That's surprising.
How dare they disagree with me?
Stephen A., I'm with you. I'm with you. I think 2 rounds went to Magdaleno, although I'm, calling the fight and scoring it is difficult, if not impossible.
That's why I'm here. I don't mind.
Yeah, so you can do both. We found the guy who can do both. It's a miracle. Magdaleno, good work there. Nice right hook.
Donaire is using his experience right now. He's using his presence, being in front of him, making Magdaleno always ready, constantly. That drains you. That drains you as a fighter.
That's a good word, Tim. I like presence, right? It's psychological pressure.
Oh, absolutely. He's not doing much. He's not landing a lot of punches right now, but it's just his presence, being in front of him all the time, pressing on the gas pedal. You see Magdaleno backing up. Now he's cut. He's cut right now.
There's blood on the shoulder of Donaire.
Over the left eye. Magdaleno.
I don't know if that was caused by a clash of heads or was that a punch. I'm not sure.
Magdaleno's sharp shot moving in. They're jumping into each other. There's a lot of potential for either one. A short shot, a strafing shot like that left hand, or a clash of heads.
Yeah.
We're in the 4th round again. If anything should to happen more drastic, we finish this round, then we go to the scorecards. We're nowhere near that now. But there is blood.
Yes, it is. Over the left eye. Magdaleno.
Oh, you know what? It is shielded too from the hair.
Yes,
is that up by the hairline?
I told you.
Yeah.
That blonde stuff, man.
Huh. We'll try to look at the replays and see what could have happened, if that was a clash of heads, if that was from a punch. We're being told by our people in the truck that it was a clash of heads. So
doesn't matter. You still got to fight.
Oh, see if they can control that bleeding.
See what he can do with it.
Right now, Donaire's dictating right now. He's dictating every moment right now. He's making Jessie Magdaleno dance to his rhythm, man.
That's been happening for the last couple of rounds. After the first 2, he started standing a little bit stationary.
You know, people don't realize this. When you get cut and you have that blood dripping down in your eye, it's hard to see. Oh. You know, you see him scraping his eye like that because he can't see out of that eye right now.
So Magdaleno is fighting in a spirited way, though. He is firing out shots, but there is that little bit of urgency now that he's feeling.
Yes. Well, he's going to have to do a little bit more. He's just bagging up right now, and that's favoring Donaire right now.
What does favor him to some degree, Magdaleno, I'm talking about, is that bleeding over that left eye, at least you're not bleeding over your right eye where you're more susceptible to the left.
Flow of blood as we go into round 5. It will go to the scorecards.
Trainer just told Magdaleno, pressure, hit him to the body. I think, Timmy, am I wrong? I think that he's a bit timid to do that.
He is a bit
worried about Donaire's power.
He is right now, but he has to do what the trainer's telling him. When you have a guy that's just coming down and just pressing you all night, a beautiful right hand on the top, Donaire did. To get him to bag off of you, you go down to that body. If you go down to that body, because no one likes to get hit to that body, you go drop down that body. That's the reason why his trainer was telling him to go down there, to try to keep Donaire at bay.
You can see by the CompuBox stats that it indicates a fairly even fight so far, at least not lopsided in any way. A little hook there as Magdaleno stepped in. Donaire starts to open up the attack.
Well, Magdaleno lunged forward, and Donaire made him pay with a body shot.
Good right hand. Donaire stepping in. And this fight has turned around drastically from that first and second round.
Yes, it has. Got Donaire within the last 2 rounds.
Now Donaire was doubling up on the jab. Good head movement there by Donaire. Magdaleno steps in, hits with the body.
You know, there's one thing that kind of stood out to me in the fighter meeting yesterday is that when we were talking to his trainer, Manny Robles, he said that he sparred about 400 rounds for this fight. 400 rounds.
Is that too much?
That's like 4 training camps in one. 400 rounds of sparring is, I believe, is a little bit too much.
If just
a little bit too much.
Right. No, if Tim Bradley is saying it's too much, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Well,
that's
listen,
that's a lot of rounds.
He's sitting next to somebody that thinks 3 is too much. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that, you know, conditioning-wise, they feel that, you know, he's ready for the moment. But strength-wise, is he strong enough? 400 rounds of sparring, that's a lot of rounds.
So your conditioning is up, but you might have zapped yourself with some strength.
But you might have zapped yourself with some strength. And he hasn't been at this low weight in a long time.
I'll tell you, the blood is not an issue.
Nope.
And you can see that the job, I think Miguel Diaz is in the corner for Magdaleno, and there's no bleeding so far. So they've really patched that up nicely.
Who's this cut man? Miguel Diaz?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Miguel Diaz is one of the best.
So nicely seen that that's a non-issue as they trade. That round starts now. We'll start round number 6. There was a full committee in the corner for Magdaleno as Donaire just stood there, calm and waiting for it to start as he throws out a wicked right hand, just missed.
Now,
both fighters. Ooh. Now, all Donaire, a shutout, by the way, from everybody on Twitter.
But now Magdaleno is actually
Twitter's losing their mind right now. This is not a shutout. I don't know what the hell those people are talking about.
He just landed actually three good crisp jabs over the top on Donaire, and that right hook.
Manny Robles trying to get him back to that game plan that we spoke about earlier. And he's got a specific plan. Goes in now, tries to double up on the jab. For Donaire, we mentioned that he's a very self-aware guy, isn't he? I mean, just talking about changing his life, saying that he's seen so many fighters when they lose after they've been on top, they go into a spiral.
Yes.
And so he went to seminars. I think Carissa mentioned he went to Tony Robbins. He's read books, The Power of Habits, trying to break his own habit. Ooh, took a shot. Hard shot from Magdaleno. Ooh. Let's go to Christina Poncher in the corner. What are they saying there, Christina?
I was listening to Ismael Salas tell Nonito that you need to get back into your rhythm. He's walking in straight. There's no bounce side to side. There's no rhythm that they worked on. They want him to put the balance on his left foot and go side to side as he moves in. And he's crowding against the ropes, not giving his left hook enough space to land. So we want him to back up a little bit and make room for that left hook that we know is oh so vicious.
All right, Christina, thank you. Yeah, a little sloppier here. And again, when it comes down to if you're judging the fight, and everybody can judge at home on Twitter, but scoring blows. It's not about presence, ring generalship. I know that's part of it. It's like the tertiary thing. But really, how many times are you scoring? How many shots are you landing? There's a good body shot from Magdaleno. And I'd say in this round, Magdaleno has answered back.
He's having a good round this round because he's been a dictator. He's dictating. He's just not laying back and letting Donaire do whatever he wants. He's actually firing before Donaire even get close now.
Donaire says that he looks for fighters' habits, distance, demeanor, frequency. But Magdaleno makes it tough with the work rate. You know, he's consistent in his attack.
He is right now. Magdaleno's moving when he have to, but what I mean is he's firing at the right time now. Instead of letting Donaire just dictate and throw his hands, he's throwing his hands first, like there.
And he's not doing the same thing every round, though. So he's not being that predictable.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to figure out his pace. Skating.
He only gets in trouble when he stands right in front of him like that. He needs to keep moving.
I know it's been wide on Twitter between Jessie Magdaleno and Nonito Donaire. I tell you, we're halfway through now, and again, I'm not scoring this. People at home have it a wipeout. If Magdaleno had that last round and maybe the first two, that'd be very interesting,
I got
right?
the first two. I got him up 3-2 on Donaire. He won rounds 1, 2, and 5.
I got it even.
And what about 6? Is that a 3-3? Okay. 3-3.
I got 3-2.
All right.
3-3.
Sorry. Unofficially. And you know what, as we speak about this, and again, with Pacquiao versus Tim Bradley, I was calling that fight. It was like, what fight are you watching? You can't score it while you're calling it, but you can give an indication at least as to what you think is happening. And Magdaleno bounced back nicely in that last round. All right, let's see what the people are saying on Twitter. And again, you can let us know what you think on twitter.com/boxing. Magdaleno won that 6th round. All right,
they're getting there. They're getting there. There's hope for them after all.
Let them know. Yeah, there you go. Donaire entering with the hook there. But good consistent jabs from Magdaleno to stay in it.
Now Magdaleno's back posing again. He needs to let his hands go. Donaire gets near, he needs to let his hands go first. He needs to be dictator now. He's He's back posing again. Donaire looked like he's looking to land one hard punch, and that's the right hand on Magdaleno.
This is the first time that the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire, has been on the same fight card as Manny Pacquiao. And he credits Manny Pacquiao for kind of paving the way. And Magdaleno's sharp shot jolted the jaw
Beautiful.
of Nonito Donaire.
Beautiful right here.
And Pacquiao coming out of the Philippines, winning fights at the lower weight classes was a marvel. You know, when he had kind of announced his presence, beating Marco Antonio Barrera. He was kind of a legendary cult figure before then.
Pacquiao ran through everybody.
Well, eventually, yeah. Going up through
Morales, you name it. He fought everybody.
Trilogies with a number of guys. With you, Morales.
See a little puffiness around Donaire's left eye.
That right hook might have something to do with that, yeah.
Hard
nice
body shot by Donaire.
See, but the thing is, Donaire didn't do anything. I mean, Magdaleno didn't do anything off of that. He didn't do anything after that. You know, when you have a guy coming forward and he's throwing punches at you and you're not throwing punches back.
Long ago, I don't know everybody in my blood and a concussion. He's right. Get your W, walk away, and get paid. But the fans want to see excitement.
But to each his own, right?
Round 8 here, Donaire and Magdaleno. Jessie Magdaleno 23-0, 17 knockouts, taking a step up to fight the world champion and a former pound-for-pound fighter as well. It is sort of an awkward rhythm, isn't it? I mean, they kind of jump into each other. They haven't quite found what they want to do yet. Just the dynamic between the two.
Well, you got two smart fighters in the ring. That's what happens. You got two smart, intelligent fighters with a lot of firepower, with a lot of power. You know, they don't want to get hit by one another. You know, so they gonna take their time. They gonna pick their shots.
Donaire throws the left jab. Magdaleno, course check.
Magdaleno just landed. That shot right there is what bruised my rib. That shot right there. He'll sometimes sweep with his right hook, and he'll go right down to the body with it. He just caught Donaire 2 times in a row with it.
A little counter jab there from Donaire. Now they open into the chest match, but trading shots, and Magdaleno with a good right hook lands again.
There it is, down to the body again.
This is interesting. These are a lot of scoring shots, and Donaire lands again.
See, he's going down to that body. He's trying to take Donaire's power away from him, and he's trying to take his legs away from him. That's what body shots do, guys. Later in the fight, we're going to see how Donaire's condition is going to be.
Another body shot and then a right hook from Magdaleno. He's scoring now quite often.
And hitting a lot.
And again,
he's counterpunching. He's counterpunching beautifully right now.
Magdaleno in a good rhythm. Remember when I said that they weren't quite in a good rhythm yet? I think Magdaleno has found it.
He's finally found his rhythm, yes.
I think this is arguably his best round.
But he has to continue. There it is again.
The judges are experienced judges. Steve Weisfeld from New Jersey, Burt Clements of Nevada, Adelaide Bird of Nevada. Body shot there by Magdaleno.
All those shots are set up by that body punch.
Oh, uppercut there by Donaire. He comes in and tried to unload that hook. It's been a very high-level fight so far, but we wonder, will we get a firefight? That would be exciting.
It might turn out. It might turn out a little bit later. Never know.
At a certain point,
yes,
when you got to win a round, and the man's in front of you. I mean, you're right. This is when you have world-class guys. Everybody, they're wary, they're skilled. No one's going to do anything crazy.
Pacquiao, due to the fact that the offer wasn't good enough for them. That's what they felt.
Who is the masked man? Stephen A., any clue?
I have no clue whatsoever.
Help me out. Round 9. Nonito Donaire, Jessie Magdaleno. It's been a tight fight. Again, we invite you to score this fight too, because this is what it might come down to. unless something big lands, and it will be interesting to see how it is scored. This could be very tight.
Yeah, Nonito's eyes is still swelling. He's a little bit.
There we go. That's good scoring in the 8th round, I think. Magdaleno did excellent work.
So the fourth scorecard has it 2 rounds, 2 rounds to 6?
Yes. I got it 5-3. By the way, Nonito is looking slower.
Yeah, he has brought it down a bit. You're absolutely right, Stephen A.
It's the body shots.
Now the work ethic, the work rate.
And his right eye bleeding. Nice
Straight
shot.
left. Wow.
Punches are still very crisp from Jessie Magdaleno. And again, you can see his motor is running, isn't it, Tim?
Yes, it is right now. Right now, he's finding a home for that left hand to the body. Nonito's finding a home for that right hand, though. I'm a little worried about that.
And you see the blood now over the right eye of Nonito Donaire.
It's every time Magdaleno stands, like he's standing right there in front of Nonito, is when he gets hit. But when he moves off to the side, or he finds a different angle, he doesn't get hit by that right hand. He has to get out of the line of fire. He has to get off that line. There you go. Pick his feet up.
Moves in. And firing back to the body and the head. Big right hand, and again by Magdaleno. He has Donaire on the ropes. Donaire looks hurt. Donaire trying to weather the storm. Fires back with the right hand. Good right hook by Magdaleno as well. And here's the eruption we've been waiting for. Donaire answer. Magdaleno opens up, is racking up rounds. And again, for everyone that was voting on Twitter, you wonder if the judges had that inclination, which would have been surprising to have it that wide. But Magdaleno is now racking up round after round.
He caught him.
Donaire with the firepower.
Magdaleno's still hurt right now. His legs don't look good right now.
Fires off a good
better
jab.
move.
Pushes Donaire way, way back. He is firing with that jab even when he was hurt and on wobbly legs.
Yeah.
Swelling under the left eye of Nonito Donaire. It's not anything that will close the eye as of yet, but it's building. That jab has found a home. Again, Magdaleno. Right.
Nonito's trying to find another home for that right hand. He's trying to find a home for that right hand. Magdaleno better start moving. Move away from that right hand.
He was backing him into the corner. Now he spins out. But you're right. He's kind of lulling him in there, whereas in the last round, Magdaleno would not stand to be trapped like that.
But he's standing right in front of him. That's what I'm saying. He has to move away from that right hand. Get away from that right hand.
Major thing he's doing wrong, Brian. All he has to do is move. Donaire can't catch him.
They're still stocking. Still stocking.
Magdaleno pushed down. As now we see the first effects of some fatigue, right? Not that that matters a lot, but he's slightly fatigued. Even though he's the younger man by 9 years.
Well, that's an old veteran trick right there. When the guy drops below you, what you do is you push him down because you want him to use some strength.
Right.
You want to take some of his legs away from him.
And get him used to touching the canvas,
exactly.
right? Another good jab from Magdaleno as he moves in. Again, jab and hook has been extremely effective for Jessie Magdaleno. Donaire trying to get close enough to land something hard. And he is working hard, but it gets tied up. Good use there of the clinch, right?
Yeah.
Now, normally we hate that, but if you do it quickly, tie him up, get out.
He's been doing that the last few rounds.
Yep.
There you go. See, he's standing stationary, and he's just pulling right back into the right hand. He cannot
Donaire,
do that.
measuring him, but Magdaleno comes back hard left hands. And moves Donaire into the ropes with exactly what you're saying, waiting for that right hand, trying to drop him with the right.
There it is again.
Crowd getting excited. We're in the 11th round, scheduled for 12. It's a title fight. Donaire's WBO belt is on the line. Take a look at some punch stats here. You see Magdaleno landing 99, Donaire 73's work rate is about the same. Landing a few more shots. That seems to make sense with what we're seeing.
Stephen A., who you got winning this fight right now?
Right now, Magdaleno, I got him 8 rounds to 3.
I agree with you. I agree with you right now.
That's 7.
There's a hook by Donaire. Oh, Magdaleno, though, is in good shape. The crowd went crazy. Oh, there's a hook again by Donaire. Now he's starting to land.
Starting to heat up in there.
Oh.
Both guys know what's on the line right now. Donaire knows that if he loses this fight, this could be the end for his career. And Magdaleno knows that, hey, if he wins this fight, this could be the start of his career.
By the way, I meant 7 rounds to 3. I apologize, but that's what I got. Not right now. I don't.
This crowd is a very pro-Donaire crowd, so when he starts doing some good work, you'll hear that scream as the place has filled up during this fight. Big right hand, that missed.
Donaire's winning this round thus far. It's put him with 2 big shots. Now, good hook he just took.
Good hook by Magdaleno as he answers back.
It's a really good technical fight.
And in this round, I think we've seen a few more power shots from Donaire landing.
Yes.
Been very infrequent through most of this fight. I mean, just excellent work. I mean, obviously you see Magdaleno stepping up at just the right time. Donaire, the old warrior, been through some wars. The Cesar Juarez fight was a fight of the year. That's hard to go through.
Yeah.
Stephen A., you mentioned Nicholas Walter's fight where he got knocked out in the 6th round.
Axeman, put him out.
So now we're in round 11, final minute of this round. A good body shot by Magdaleno.
Good body shot, but he's got to be careful to avoid that left hook. One punch can change everything, especially in this fight.
Yes, again. He really hasn't got hit too much with the left hook tonight. Not solid. I think he landed his hook more on Donaire than Donaire was able to land his left hook.
But he looks a touch more fatigued now than he did earlier, obviously, so it might affect him more if it happens.
Yeah.
Donaire measuring him.
Nice.
Trying to get in with the left hand, but no, good work by Magdaleno.
You see how he went off line there? He went off line and fired back. He didn't go straight back. Took a little angle and was able to fire back. Beautiful work.
We're going to the 12th and final round.
He's connecting that right hand sometimes. He is.
12th and final round. I agree with you in that Magdaleno's been consistent in his attack.
Yeah.
He's been very consistent in what
And
he's
his
been doing.
efficiency.
Yep, correct. Donaire has that power. He's landed some shots, but it's been very difficult.
Ooh, a body shot again.
You can see the effect of this fight on both fighters' faces as well. Like, even though it hasn't been a wild, epic brawl, it's been a hard, hurting fight. And a good body shot by Magdaleno. And a hook.
Keep trading left hooks.
More so Donaire, Brian. Magdaleno scoffs from a headbutt.
Here's what you're saying at home. Twitter.com/TRBoxing.
They're learning.
Oh, last 2 for Donaire. The people, the crowds, have Donaire way up. You've got Magdaleno way up.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. No, they gave that one to Donaire.
No way.
Magdaleno continues to jab.
I think Magdaleno right now is landing the cleaner punches. He's more effective. He's more consistent with his attack. And I think he's winning this fight right now.
Halfway done in round 12, and Donaire, I believe, needs to do something here. I could be wrong, maybe he's up. I don't think so. He tries it there, missed with the uppercut again. Magdaleno just too slick. Right hand by Donaire.
Right hand.
Short, chopping hand by Donaire. Magdaleno has weathered it. Misses with a hook.
Wow. They're trading big shots right now.
Donaire seems to know what's on the line and probably believes he's trailing. And again, you see his face. He is paying a price every time he steps in.
But he's going for it.
Another right hand, tries again. Magdaleno spins out. For a half a second, it looked like Magdaleno may have buckled. But he rights the ship, and we're in the final 10 seconds. Donaire comes in with a right, eats a left hook from Magdaleno. And this one is pretty exciting.
Wow. Wow. Who you give that round to?
I give it to Donaire, but I give the round to Donaire, but not the fight. Magdaleno showed me he could take a punch.
Yeah.
He can move. He's got a lot more poise than we realized, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I liked? When you asked me who won that round, I was like, oh, I wasn't even thinking of that. Just enjoying it. Just enjoying the fight. But they're going to have to judge this fight.
I mean, they were exchanging blow by blow.
Good 12th round, Tim Bradley.
Yep, there's that straight right hand I've been talking about. Magdaleno walking right into it, stepping back right into it, giving him that full extension on that right hand. Here it is. Oh, then Magdaleno checking him with the right hook. You know, they kept exchanging these shots, exchanging punches, power blows all night. There's a right hand again by Donaire. He tried again, he just missed there. Tried the uppercut and just missed.
You could tell, I mean, Donaire had that urgency in
There's
this
the right
round.
hand again this round.
He knew he had to hit him with some hard shots. He was trying to knock him out.
Yes.
He thanks the crowd, the Filipino flash with all these Philippine fans. But good, consistent work by the 24-year-old Jessie Magdaleno. Here's what the punch stats were saying, and see if we can get some indication from there. It's good sportsmanship by both fighters. Magdaleno goes into the corner. Pretty close.
Close
Donaire
fight.
Landing 132. Magdaleno 154. Magdaleno throwing more punches. This stuff is short and crispy.
Yeah.
Donaire is longer and thudding. Let's see what the people say on twitter.com/trboxing. Donaire sweeps the last three.
Insanity.
They have it 9-3. All right, we're ready. This should be interesting. Let's go to Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of Wynn Resorts, we go to the scorecards. Bert Clements and Steve Weisfeld scored the bout 116-112. Adelaide Bird has it 118-110. All three scores go to the winner by unanimous decision. And new WBO World Champion, still undefeated, Jessie Magdaleno.
Basically 8 rounds to 4. Yep. Jessie Magdaleno has unseated Nonito Donaire, dethroning the champ.